miss voicemails. We were all doing this embarrassing thing regularly.
Yeah, I think especially if you're like trying to get to know someone that you don't really know, and you're kind of like, hey, just calling because I had a good time last night, and I hope you call me back. Welcome to When Harry Dumps Sally. We're back.
We're back here.
In this location
world.
And in the real world.
Together, all of it.
Yes.
Did you miss here, listeners who don't watch video? But you did. But you missed it.
This is totally different and new. Okay. Oh, today we watched.
Oh, wait, sorry. This is a podcast where...
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. This is When Harry Dumps Sally. This is a podcast where we watch a rom-com and we discuss the main relationship or relationships in the rom-com and what we think will happen after the credits roll. How long do they stay together?
And if they break up and why and how, etc.
Yeah.
And I'm Natasha Vinnick.
And I'm Tess Menzies.
And here's a podcast.
We know how to introduce it.
This week's movie is
He's Just Not That Into You.
Do you want to say the log line?
Yeah, it's from 2009.
Yes.
And
Based on a 2004 book.
oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
This Baltimore set movie of interconnecting story arcs deals with the challenges of reading or misreading human behavior. It's like, but vague.
Yeah, and like it's a little more and bummery than that.
So this movie is one of those
Have you watched
ensemble
it before?
casts. So when we found out we were doing this movie,
from the Oracle.
From the Oracle, who tells us we don't actually
we don't make any
the movies.
decisions.
We have an Oracle who informs us what we are watching.
Yeah.
And the Oracle told us that this is the one. Mm-hmm. And when I found out, I was like, I remember this movie coming out and I was like, I don't know if I've seen it or not. And then it started and I was like, oh, I definitely saw this movie. But I think right when it came out, and I only remembered, like, when it came on, I was like, oh, it has that one scene in it that I remember, which is the in his office scene.
Oh.
I was like, oh, I remember what happens towards the end of this. So we'll get to that scene.
Yeah.
But had you seen it?
Never ever before. I only heard of it because I heard a podcast about the book a while ago.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that it was a book.
Yeah, but I don't remember anything about the podcast about the book. But I think the book was more of a self-help prescriptive thing than a narrative. But I could be totally wrong.
Interesting.
But
So it's like a Mean Girls.
Yeah. Was Mean Girls based off of a rule book?
Mean Girls is based off of Queen Bees and Wannabes, which is a like non-fiction kind of assessment of women in high school.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So this is kind of like it's a self-helpy book. I call it Boys Who Hate Books, but it's not the podcast
I know
name.
what podcast you're talking about,
If
but
Books
not
Could
the
Kill.
name. Yeah.
If Books Could Kill. And they did one about this, which is why I know it must be a self-helpy book or some kind of here's how to whatever book.
Oh, is that the types of books they do?
Yeah, usually it's like some kind of like bestseller that usually advises you, like The Secret or
Gotcha.
like how to get
For some reason, I
rich.
thought they did J.D. Vance's book.
They also did that.
Okay.
They also did
But
that. So maybe they do some narrative books. Yeah, it's a self-improvement book.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, it does kind of read, I get the movie reads a little bit like that. I was nervous. Okay, we got a lot of characters in this. So
and like a star-studded cast too.
We'll get through we can do our two main couples.
Two main couples we talked
about. So
about.
there are technically three people who get together in the end, but one of the couples, it's literally the first time that these characters meet each other in the end.
Yes.
Kevin Connolly and Drew Barrymore. And I most likely will refer to everybody by the actor who played them because I really could not keep track of people's names. Other than we did have a Ben
Affleck?
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, Bradley Cooper's
character
a Ben.
is
Ben
named
suck.
Ben. And guess what? Bad Ben.
We said it once, we'll say it again. Bens are bad.
Bens are bad. And so far on this podcast, we've never had a good one.
Nope.
So, and Bradley Cooper was awful.
Terrible.
Very, very bad Ben.
Don't do a Ben. Ben there.
Been
done
there,
that.
done that, bad. Okay. So our main couples that we are going to discuss because we actually saw their relationship is Beth and Neil, which is Jennifer Aniston and Ben Affleck.
Okay, you do have their names. Okay.
Yes. I have their names.
Yes.
I'm just saying while I was watching the movie, I really, I just couldn't keep up with that. And then we have Alex and Gigi. Gigi?
Yeah, Alex and Gigi.
Justin Long and Jennifer Goodwin.
Yeah. So, which one should we start with?
Let's do Beth and Neil.
Okay, which is Jennifer Aniston and Ben
Yes.
Affleck? Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to remember how it ends, even though I just watched it. Wow, that's... Okay.
Also, I'm just gonna, if we can hear it, I'll do an apology. There's a cat, and she's making quite a bit of noise, and I don't know what to really do about the situation.
I bet it's not catching.
But if it is, I'm sorry.
Okay, Ben Affleck, and it ends. Oh yeah, they end it with their wedding on a boat.
They get married. So they're a couple who, as we're gonna find out, they break up and then they eventually get back together and get married.
Yeah. I guess I give it
3, 2, 1.
Oh shit! My God, I just drove here. I've been through a lot.
I also forgot how to introduce this podcast, so we're both doing really well.
All right.
All right.
3, 2, 1. 5 years to forever.
Yeah. And I think it might be an unhappy forever.
Yeah, if it's forever, it's unhappy, but they'll do it.
Like, I feel like when they got married, I was like, but I could also see him divorcing her eventually. His whole thing was he doesn't really like marriage. He doesn't want to get married, but she really wants to get married. And like, ultimately, what is marriage? It like doesn't really fucking matter. So I guess if one person really wants to get married and you already are planning on being together forever,
why not just do it, is my
I guess
opinion.
just make them happy and do it. But I also feel like in the end, we see that he is a better guy than her sister's husbands who are worthless.
Yes.
But I don't know that he's that great.
I don't think he's that great. But that is kind of the takeaway for Jennifer Aniston. Like, these guys are terrible. So
I guess I had an okay man, so I'll take him back.
Yeah. So I think it's an unhappy forever.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, like women, will just sort of be like, well, this is better than most of the options out there.
Yeah,
so
they are
I guess I'm
not
gonna stick with this one.
It's sad.
Unfortunately. And then we have Alex and Gigi, Justin Long and Jennifer Goodwin, who get together in the end. And you ready?
3, 2, 1, 3
1
months?
to 2 years.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay.
I'll take 3 months also.
I'm open to a year or two. There's nothing wrong with a year or two.
I feel like they're kind of cute.
They are cute.
And so there might be some of it, but she's also like super neurotic, and I think that his shit will get in the way. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. So like the annoying part of the movie that we'll get to is like this concept of like the exception to the rule. You hear these crazy stories of men changing for women, and we're supposed to think that that's the exception, even though we've been taught the lesson the whole story that there's not the exception. But I'm also like, he probably isn't. He probably is gonna like go back to like, I just want to fuck other women.
Like this whole time he's like, you are not the exception to the rule. Most of us are the rule, which I agree with.
Yeah.
And then in the end, it's like, oh, she is the exception to the rule. And some people are the exception.
It's true.
There are exceptions on occasion, but most likely you are not going to be the exception to any rule. You are most likely just going to be average. And
yes, you're gonna be whatever. And I guess I don't really know that I get what kind of, like, he's a guy who, like, will bone his employees when everyone's drunk.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that he's, like, there are, like, almost no good men in this film.
His vibe is not good. There's not a single good guy.
Like, the most good in the end turned out to be the one I hated most at first, which is Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Connor still, I mean, he's kind of...
Yeah.
He is the storyline who ultimately ends up being reversed, where Scarlett Johansson's character is kind of taking advantage of him.
Yeah.
So I guess that was nice. We got a little... It wasn't all men treating women like shit. We also got women treating men like shit.
And that's good, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
This movie starts, we're on a playground, and it basically is like this voiceover. The girls will never forget the first boy she likes, and this boy who she has a crush on pushes her, and he's like, "You smell like dog poop." And then she runs to her mom crying, and her mom's thing is, he said those things because he likes you. And this is basically what this narrator is saying, is like, this is the beginning of the problem. Men treat you like shit because they like you. And I do think that this is a thing that we teach young girls that is really fucked up.
It's really weird and bad and insidious. Especially like that we layer extra emotions that we're pulling out of nowhere. We're like thinking that, like, sometimes it's as simple as he's mean because he's mean.
Yeah.
And I think it's so bad from a young age to like teach someone to project good things on being hurt.
Yeah.
It's icky for relationships. It's bad for women.
No, it's not good to be like, oh, this man or this boy verbally and physically abused you, and
so you should you should like it and think it's love.
Because he has a crush on you. And then we get a montage of basically women hyping each other up in a way that's delusional.
Yeah.
Which, you know, women will do with their friends. So like, a woman crying, oh, he just likes you too much. You're too pretty.
He probably lost your number. He's intimidated.
And we're seeing this through maturity. All different types of women, all different countries.
Cultures,
like, we're just like, this is a thing that women do, is lie to ourselves and each other about the way that men treat us, I guess.
And I think it's because, yes, we're taught bad things, but also, like, we love each other.
Yeah.
And we probably usually think that guy is dumb.
Well, we definitely think that guy is dumb.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think it feels hurtful to be like, he didn't like you.
I mean, I feel like... When I was watching this, I was like, maybe I'm just a bad friend. I don't know that I would be like, oh, he just doesn't like you, but I would probably be like, he sucks. I don't think I would be like, oh, he was intimidated by you. He just liked you too much. I would be like, well, that man's fucking stupid.
Sucks. I completely agree. I think that's the route that makes the most sense.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be like,
probably this.
Oh, probably he loves you and that's why he's not calling. Like, if a man, and the theme that we see through this is like a man, and I would argue a person, I guess with Scarlett Johansson's case, will show you who they are. Like, when people tell you who they are, you should just believe them.
100%.
If somebody's acting like they don't like you, they probably don't like you, and there shouldn't be some weird layer. And if there is some weird layer where they're pretending to not like you, even though they do, then that person is like immature and stupid. So like, don't give them any of your time.
It's not worth it. And also, there's a theme also, like, if a man wanted to like reach out to you, he would just reach out to you. It's like the earliest, if he wanted to, he would, you know?
Yes. I think it's like we're going to have so much of this, of like women waiting by the phone being like, should I text him? Should I call him? And like, I get that early relationship is so stressful and stuff, but I just feel like, I don't know, if somebody wanted to text you, they would. If you really want to text somebody, do it. I feel like people love to be like, oh, don't text right away. They'll think you're crazy. It's like, okay, and then what? You want to be with somebody who thinks you're crazy because you wanted to text them?
Also, like, I am crazy. They should know that.
Absolutely. Like, if you are a needy, clingy person, find another needy, clingy person.
Yeah.
There's lots of people out there. If you're avoidant and you want somebody who's not going to text all the time, go be with one of those people.
Yeah. There are lots of people, different like texting habits. It's very normal.
Be with somebody who's at least somewhat compatible or able to adjust.
I there was like a period in my life where it was very much my mindset was like, if I like a guy, why wouldn't I go for the guy?
Yeah.
And I think eventually, like, I had a lot of friends telling me, like, you need to like stop doing that, because I think they felt like I'd be like kind of convincing someone to like something, or like that I should have them feel like they want to try
like,
for me. Like,
you should be pursued.
I'm moving a thing along instead of like letting it whatever towards me. I do think there's like a valid thing, and like see if he actually like likes you or not, you know?
I think that there has to be a mutual like trying.
I think you can always like put a flag out and like see, if not, then whatever.
Yeah, I think texting someone and just being like, hey, I had fun, like we should hang out again, is reasonable. And then if they don't respond to you, or they take forever to respond to you, chances are they don't want to hang out with you. So like,
it's pretty telling. Especially nowadays, everyone has their phone next to them all of the time.
Yeah.
All of the time.
Yes.
You get back to the people you want to get back to, or sometimes you forget because your brain is bad.
But even if that happens, like I feel like especially early on in a relationship,
is the time.
That's the time when people are putting their best foot forward. So I really feel like if early on in a relationship someone's doing something that seems a little bit off, like it probably is because they're probably showing you the best version of themselves.
Like that's the best they got.
Yes, we start off. Jennifer Goodwin, Gigi, is on a date with Connor, Kevin Connolly. And they're leaving the date, and she's like, oh, he was great, like that was awesome, telling her friend. He leaves and he calls Scarlett Johansson, Anna, to ask her out. He's like, hey, want to hang out?
Yeah, and like it's awkward during the dinner, whatever they're having. The waiter's like, do you want another drink? She's like, I don't know, do you? And it's like a back and forth where she's trying to see if he does. Like,
and Gigi's whole thing is that she is desperate. She's so desperate. This girl, I found her real difficult.
She was desperate, but I also am like, I don't know if this is like, I can tell if she's almost coded like autistic. Like it feels like,
oh, she really didn't.
There's a lot of like human interaction that it feels like is lost on her, or complicated for her, that she goes with. And I think it's like that combined with like wanting so bad, the desperation, wanting so bad a relationship or something.
Yeah. I feel like I know a few people who are like this. And as far as I know, I don't know. I just feel like I've met so many women like this. And I just, as a person who is not super relationship driven, it is like so unrelatable to me in a way that I can't understand what their deal is with like wanting to
be in a relationship so bad.
Yes.
I'm not like want to be in a relationship so bad, but I am someone who loves the beginning roller coaster. Like I love like falling into the whole thing. Like that's very fun and intoxicating for me. But like not because I'm like, I want to be with someone.
Yeah.
Like the stimulation's really exciting. But she just like doesn't, we don't know her relationship history at all.
Well, her deal, I mean, she wants to be in a long-term relationship.
Yeah, but like, I'm thinking about like how old she is. She feels like, what, early 20s? You think it's older?
Mid, maybe?
Mid-20s?
Mid-late? I don't know.
I don't know like how off-brand this is for like a 25-year-old.
I don't think that it's off-brand for women of every age. I don't think that she's like, I think she's a very realistic character.
Yes.
I'm just saying these types of women, I find them unrelatable and difficult to be around. So I felt that way about her.
So like there are a lot of women written in this, and I'm like, I can't tell if the acting was terrible or they were written horribly, specifically Scarlett's character. But like, she's our main one, Gigi. I feel like she's so farther off than any even slightly leaning that way person that I know. You know what I mean? Like
she reminded me very much of one person, like this person in particular. I was like weirdly close. Who's the person? I'll tell you after.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to give a negative shout out. I'm like, this woman drives me crazy and reminds me of.
Well, it obviously cut it out. Yeah, okay.
I don't disagree. What was it about Scarlett Johansson?
She, I can't say, I don't
I
understand.
thought Scarlett Johansson was the most relatable. So what was wrong with her? The fact that she is a bad person? Was it the part where she sucked?
No. I do think,
because she did, and she does, and I will own that.
I do think that she obviously, I don't like what she did. I don't like her like going out to, but also like I feel like they wrote her so extremely kind of like ditzy dumb.
Sure.
Like really over the top ditzy dumb.
Well, I don't know that any of the women were smart in this movie.
No, and that's sad.
Yeah.
And anyone who probably is considered smart is also considered mean because it's terrible for a woman to be smart.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really didn't enjoy. That's so funny that. I found her very hard to relate to. Like, I feel like you have to be so delusional to meet a guy once in a grocery line and think like we're destined for me to ruin his marriage.
Yeah, that's a good point. That was pretty delusional.
Really unwell.
I think maybe. I mean, she's definitely unwell.
Wow.
Yeah. I think no, that's a good point. I think the stuff with her and Connor was what I was like.
Yes.
I was like, that's relatable.
Yeah, the stuff with her and Connor, totally understand that.
Yeah. The stuff with her and Bradley Cooper, and I guess, yeah, she was like, we're destined to be together, and that was fucking delusional.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
is the exception. Like someone tells you once about a soldier once, and this is kind of a theme, a story of like a guy who divorced whatever, ends up with his whoever, and so she's like, oh, that could be me.
That will happen to me. That is not usually what happens. Typically, if somebody has an affair, they're probably not going to stay with you forever. That is not usually how the story ends.
But there are exceptions to the rule.
But there's exceptions sometimes to every rule.
To every rule.
But most of the time,
yeah, no.
No. And she, is hanging on to, I guess her obsession with him is not relatable. I don't understand being obsessed with a man.
And I love that. I love that about you. I will get obsessed with anything.
I know.
So put the wrong thing in front of me like a man, I'm gonna be like, ugh.
That's my thing. Yeah, I mean, I have been obsessed with men before, but both times I'm like, I think I was mentally ill. When
It feels
that
like you're
happened.
mentally ill every time.
I was
though,
like, I think
when you
that
like a
was
man.
a episode. I think that was not me. It doesn't feel like me.
That's not me. It's not accurate. It's not who I am.
Sounds like someone needed meds.
Okay, so Connor's like, no, I want to call Scarlett.
Yeah, and ScarJo is in the grocery line. Bradley Cooper lets her go in front of him, and he's Bad Ben, as we already said.
Yeah,
She's
it's
in
redundant,
line.
but-
She gets what?
It's redundant to say
It's
Bad Ben.
redundant to say
It's a
Bad Ben, but we're gonna say it every time, or everyone will finally learn and stop dating Bens.
Yeah.
She's the 1,000th customer. And she like wins a cooler. I thought this scene was very funny. She's like, "Oh my god, I won this cooler!" And it's like only
like,
because he let her
He
go.
let her go. And then she's like, I've never won anything before.
Yeah.
She hugs him, and I'm like,
She is
tell me
stupid.
she's not written crazy.
No, she is crazy. Everybody is written crazy.
Yeah, but like she's written dumb.
She's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Uh-huh. And I'm like,
But I also just, okay, maybe I find her the most relatable because I just find all of the other, like, oh my God, not a single other woman. I think that, like, who did you think was the most relatable woman? They're all bad. Maybe Drew Barrymore. I don't know. She's like a nothing character.
I think, most relatable is probably the one who divorces whoever, Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense for you, but I don't find her relatable.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Home Depot scene. You would have handled it that way. I would have not handled it that way. I was like, oh, he is so lucky he's not with a crazy bitch.
You'd
because
be like, an
I would've been
opportunity for a scene?
Oh, interesting. Interesting. There's so many breakable things around here, you piece of shit.
And I love that about you. I love it so much.
We'll get to the Home Depot.
Okay, so whatever. She says she's never won anything before. She gets this cooler, and she and Bradley are like flirting and talking outside, and she wants his number or something, and finally he goes, I have a wife.
Yes. And he's like... And okay, we're going to be jumping around a lot also because it is, again, one of those ensemble movies.
Where, like, kind of everyone connects to another person in a way that feels like kind of like those Shakespeare-based films, you know?
It's Love Actually-esque. She's asking for his number. He's like, I'm married, so I can't do this. And his entire time with her, he's like, well, I'm married and I can't. But he does it in this way that it's like, dude, you're... just trying to like cover your tracks. Like you're definitely going to cheat on your wife, maybe have in the past. Like nothing about this felt like first time to him.
No, it felt very like if someone's recording this, I've said out loud that I'm married and I can't, you know, but like, I don't know, you are entertaining this far too much for someone who actually is married. And you should just say, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, I can't is so icky. Like, it's your mother, like, saying, no, you can't go to this. You know? I'm like, you should want to be in your relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason that this is, she's asking for his number because he's like, oh, I represent people.
Or, like, I know someone who does music stuff and you want to be a singer.
She's trying to be a singer. And he's like, oh, I can rep you. It's not. And then he's like, oh, I actually can't do that because I'm married. And I'm like, so you don't know anyone who can help her?
Well,
like,
he said he had a friend who could help her.
Right. But then why is it unreasonable that she would be like, here's my number, call me?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everything about this interaction, I was like, of course she's trying to give you her number. And I know they were flirting and like, obviously she had other ideas, but like, I feel like from his perspective, I don't know, whatever. He gives her his card. He, you know, is all set to cheat on his wife. During this whole interaction, Connor is calling Scarlett Johansson, being like, oh, like, she's, come on.
Yeah.
She kind of strings him along.
She does. So, like, from the first time we see Connor with our main girl, Gigi, that made me hate Connor. And then the rest of the movie, Connor's, like, not that bad a guy, actually. He's, like, the best, maybe, of the guys.
He is not nice to Gigi, but I think it is because he is in love with Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. And so that's sort of his deal.
Okay, so...
Then Ben goes to Neil, Ben Affleck. Ben, as in Bradley Cooper.
Can we just call them actor names? Because we can't have two Bens.
We cannot.
Yeah, so Bradley Cooper
goes to Ben Affleck.
It does sound funny.
I think that the people that Gigi and Connor, I was able to handle, easy. And then the rest of them I can't. All right. Anyway, so
Bradley goes to the car with Ben. They're talking. Also, just this is like it's set in 2000.
We could do Ben and Neil because Ben is bad. And if we're talking Ben Affleck.
Neil is Ben Affleck. Neil is Ben Affleck. Ben is Bradley. Okay, so so Ben goes to the car with Neil. And Neil's like, kind of like, you talking to a lady.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't talk to a lady. What I want to discuss is the time period of this film is 2009.
Yeah.
There are a few things that I'm like, this time period isn't exactly that, but it's so weird that this is the one brief moment where we had both home lines and cell phones.
Yes.
It's so interesting because there is like a little bit of an overlap.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you should have only one or the other, and like historically we should have. It's too much access. It's too weird. A home line and a cell phone?
Well, I mean, is it too much access? Because people can still reach you on your cell phone.
That's true. But like two things to check, two things to pay for.
I mean, I think that it was just like people, you know, we're making the transition.
Yeah, slowly adopting.
And I think also it used to be a thing where the phone line just like came with your cable.
That's true.
And whatever, internet and stuff.
But it's also so cute that like phone was whole family.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of cute that you're calling a house, like you're calling a residence of people, and you're gonna see which of the people. You get to pick one of them.
Honestly, landlines were great. We should bring them back.
Bring them back.
Because our cell phones have ruined society, and we got to get rid of them.
We got to get rid of them.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun. I'm sure they already have started doing like where you can get a phone that like can hook up. like
the
yourself.
cool
the cool old
the
ones.
hamburger
There's so many,
ones. There's like
hamburgers.
fun.
Cool.
I had one that was like clear. Remember when everything was like a
Loved
little
it.
bit see-through
Loved
technology?
Clear Game Boy.
Yes.
Loved clear Mac computer.
Yes.
Clear,
Great
so cool.
time. Yeah, so we have landlines.
Okay, we have landlines in this world.
Anyway,
And everyone's talking about their voicemails and checking it, and I miss voicemails. I know you hate voicemails. I know.
I've never listened to a voicemail.
I miss how awful it is for everyone doing a voicemail.
It's the worst thing to leave a voicemail. You're
And-
just immediately like, I feel like as the phone is ringing, I'm like, okay, think about what you're going to say when it inevitably goes to voicemail. I have like a script ready because
Oh,
otherwise
that's
I want to
good.
die.
I think it's so funny that we all do this embarrassing thing, or we were all doing this embarrassing thing regularly, and we expose ourselves to each other. That I miss it.
Yeah, I think especially if you're like trying to get to know someone that you don't
Yeah.
really know and you're kind of like, hey, just calling because I had a good time last night and I hope you call me back. Also,
I love that.
this is a time when it's like, there's no way somebody didn't get your call.
If you have a home and so, 100%.
Like what? You didn't check your voicemail?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not. Who knows? I don't know how anything worked.
Yeah.
All right.
And
This is going to be the two Bens is really going to
that's
drive
why we
me.
have to decide. And our decision is what? Actor or their character?
I think we're doing actor.
Okay.
But I'm just going to be honest, I might fuck it up. So
Okay.
Anyway, Ben Affleck goes to Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
They've been together forever.
7 years.
And
She's like, my little sister's getting married. And Ben's like, that's great. And she's like, well, then how come it's good for them but not good for us?
yeah.
And he says some awful shit about how, like, if you really love each other, you don't have to broadcast it.
People who are married aren't actually happy. You wouldn't have to broadcast it. He's a big douche about it, but I do kind of agree with him.
I think marriage is stupid. Love a wedding.
Oh, a wedding's great. That's an entirely different thing.
Love a wedding.
Wedding
Love a wedding.
and marriage are two totally separate things, and I think too many people get married for the wedding.
I'm so down to have a wedding and not actually sign stuff and be really married. I love the idea of celebrating your love, blah, blah, blah. And if that's kind of the broadcasting, because I couldn't tell if his broadcasting was specifically around wedding.
Around the wedding.
Yeah, 'cause to me, the wedding is the broadcast.
I feel like that's a totally fair point, and I agree that that's stupid. I feel like it could also be like you're broadcasting with a ring. It's like people who are on social media and are like weird about their relationship on social media, and you're like, okay, so you're like really unhappy.
Like, what do you mean?
Like when people write I feel like an anniversary post, a birthday post for your partner, great, fine, whatever.
Legal.
Normal. But when people do like an anniversary post and it's paragraphs,
We've been through so much.
we've been through ups and downs,
Yeah.
and thanks for putting up with me.
I know that I'm hard to deal with sometimes.
Any sort of like any weird
Ugh.
explanation about how happy you are and like
It feels
long
icky.
paragraphs about your relationship, I'm like, okay, so we're really
Stuff's
struggling
tough
here.
over there.
This
Yeah.
is not a good sign.
Broadcasting that out loud is, weird and crazy to me.
Yeah. And I think some people do that, or like posting. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Post about your partner as much as you want and as much as makes sense for you.
Yeah.
But I do think some people do it in a way that I'm like,
What's going on here? It doesn't
What's
seem
happening?
good. You wouldn't need to do
Yeah.
this. I agree with that. This, my opinion, bullshit.
I mean, this dude sucks.
Yeah, like, and he really like talks her out of this thing, and
He's trying to convince her that she doesn't want to get married. And it's again that thing where like, if you really don't want to get married, then go be with somebody who doesn't want to get married.
For sure.
If you really want to get married, that's a goal of yours. Be with somebody who wants to get married.
Yeah.
It's the kids thing. It's all of these like major life things. When people pick somebody who their values or their life goals don't align with you, it's
Yeah.
like, why are you partnering with this person?
for sure. But also, like, if you think marriage is stupid and fake and whatever, then like what's the harm in doing it? It doesn't really change your life after doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I do think in this situation,
like he loves her. He wants to be with her forever.
They've been together for 7 years.
She just wants this thing?
Yeah, just do the
That's like
thing.
what? You put a ring on?
Mm-hmm. And if you really are going to be with her forever,
because like
I don't know.
His argument feels like such like college boy argument.
Oh, he's super immature.
Like, it's just yucky. And the idea, for a second, they have us actually believe that Jen's convinced by this, which is like a bummer. Anyway.
Then we're on to Gigi is talking to Bradley Cooper's wife, Bad Ben's wife, Jennifer Connelly, Janine. But we're calling her Jennifer Connelly, probably.
Okay. I called her Janine,
she's like,
I don't know the actor.
we don't know what's gonna happen. It's too many fucking people.
This is a good podcast. It's good.
It's gonna be all us figuring out who the fuck we're talking about. All right. She's like, he's the best husband. He's not.
Oh, she's talking to her about her husband?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we get to, so like this movie, I think we said before, sections off in kind of weird ways.
Yes.
Where it's like chapters of a book almost.
The book part makes sense now.
Yeah. And this chapter is called ... if she's not calling you.
If he's not calling you.
Oh, okay. And we get to see Natasha Leggero doing a whole spiel that I really loved about how like caller ID is messed up. It's ruining everything. Like, why do I need to know who someone is? What am I, the police?
Wait, and
like,
she just seems drunk as hell, just like eating this ice cream.
It's so good. She's like, why do we need to know who's calling all the time? Like, I should be able to call him every 15 minutes until he picks up without him knowing who I am. Like, it's so fun. And I'm
every
like, yeah.
15 minutes, but then he'll think I'm psycho, which I'm not.
I loved it. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was very funny. Who needs caller ID? Me, because I need to decide if I'm picking up the phone or not.
I understand that, but I love her point. Her point felt like I wanted to put it all on Subway takes. I wish it could have been a Subway take.
Yeah.
Done with caller ID. No more.
I like also who, if you want to call every 15 minutes, honestly, girl, you should.
Yeah. There must be a good reason.
Put your crazy out there, because he's either going to be put off by it and then he's not the guy for you, or he's going to be like, wow, this is charming. I love having someone this obsessed with me. Mm-hmm. And the people in that category might be a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
But you know what? You deserve it.
Yeah. Love is love.
All right. Gigi's at yoga. She's obsessively watching her phone. Jennifer Aniston also works with her, and
yeah, we find out that the three of these women all work together, and they're like kind of discussing, they're having she's like doing the extreme examination, like cutting apart, dissecting every part of like the date. And
with
she's
Connor.
like, yeah. And she's like, nice to meet you at the end of the date. Is it a blow off? Like, not if it's at the beginning. And I just hate trying to like figure out, it's awful to be figuring out what's happening. Like, and you should never have to figure out what's happening. It should be obvious.
I feel like if it's super confusing, like,
it's not
I have no fucking patience for that.
Yeah.
I have no patience for dating, honestly. And this is like a big part of why.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I don't know.
It's terrible, and like no one wants to be upfront with rude things, and so we have like kind of these like practices or like sidestep stuff. But because of that, I think what she should realize is like if someone's into it, they'll make it very clear.
Exactly.
Period.
I love when people are obsessed with me,
yes.
And if you aren't obsessed with me immediately, that's fine. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's not that interesting.
Yeah. She leaves some weird voicemail.
Terrible voicemail. Well, it's the scripted one first, like you said, but like literally scripted, and then it goes crazy. I think at the end she says something like, women practically have penises, right?
Yeah.
And I was like,
I don't know where we're getting with this. It's 2009 and I don't trust it.
Also, this movie like loves using gay men as props.
Gay men as props. There's not a single person of color in the main cast, but we do see them in the background quite a bit, which this takes place in
2009.
Well, in Baltimore.
In Baltimore.
And I was like,
come on.
And everybody's white. Okay.
Yeah. And anyway, her friends lie to her, say he's totally going to call. And she's home looking at her fun pink phone. And Then she decides she's going to go to the bar where Connor says he goes sometimes.
The Supper Club. I guess that's the name of the club. And that's where Justin Long works. He owns it.
Yeah.
The bar.
Alex.
Busy Phillips is...
What a cast.
A server. Her name's Kellyanne.
You see just like delivers
Stacked
a new
cast.
hugely famous person now, you know? So funny.
And she's revealing that she had sex with Alex, Justin Long. Yeah. And he's just like, go back to work. He's like, I scheduled you because I need you to be working right now, not because
turns out
I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
And that's, the problem with fucking your boss, I guess, is that they keep wanting you to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, maybe your boss is boss. You shouldn't be fucking your employees.
Oh, 100% this is on him.
Bad idea. I hate that he calls her babe at the end. Like, it all just like...
I do feel like restaurants are
fly.
so weird. I mean, none of it should fly, but restaurants are weird.
It's like an extremely
that.
Intimate,
Everybody's
weird.
Just really fucking each other.
I also hate... We see it in every film and everywhere. It's just like the most... beautiful women going for the most mediocre men,
average men,
and seeing these average men turn down these women feels just awful.
Yeah,
in whatever. All right, Gigi goes to the club.
Yeah, she goes there. Justin Long's like, what do you want to drink? And she's like, I'm just meeting someone. Basically reveals it's Connor.
Yeah, I think she says
bestie.
At least his first name, maybe his last name.
Yeah, she's just, dumping information. And he's like, oh, I know Connor. I'll call him. And she's like, no, don't do that. I just have to return his pen.
His pen. Which is like a dentist pen, it turns out. That
it's just some random pen that she happened to have. And he's like, I'll buy you a drink. You seem like you're having a time.
Yeah.
And she's like...
seems like she's never been outside before. A lot of her behavior is really...
No, she's not a girl. She needs therapy desperately.
And... sorry. I guess Alex, who's that actor name that you know?
Justin Long.
Yeah. Alex, he gives her a talking to about how if a guy doesn't call you, he doesn't want to call you. He's like, Connor will never call, and that's how guys are. And so she shows up the next day at work kind of frazzled, I guess. And she's
like, I just learned that if somebody liked you, they would call you. And this is where the whole, that's an exception. You are usually the rule. She's like, I have a friend named Terry where a guy didn't call her for months, and then he called her, and then all of a sudden now they're together. And he's like, that's an exception. That usually does not happen.
Yeah. And they really kind of double down on basically essentially if he wanted to try, he would try, period. And then Jennifer Aniston is listening. She goes, oh, so the rule is that my partner will not marry me because I'm not the exception,
right?
Where it's going to be exception. And then immediately the women are like, no.
No, you are the exception.
You're the exception.
But honestly, it's girl, you're not. Although I guess he does eventually marry her. So, but yeah, it's turning around and lying to your friend. And that is fucking hard. I feel like in that situation, I probably would have been maybe.
We'll see.
I feel at that point you're just caught.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be time for honesty.
So how important is marriage to you, really? You know?
I don't know. Maybe you should talk to him about it.
It's not good. It's not. Yeah. It is awful that these women telling each other these stories, these far-fetched.
Yeah.
It's telling you about lottery winners.
Exactly. You're not going to be you're oh, well, some people win the lottery, so I guess I might also, and you might, but probably not. So now we're with Drew Barrymore is here now. She's Mary. She's getting a pedicure with Scarlett Johansson, and she's telling her a delusional story about how she knows someone who left their wife for the right person. And Scarlett Johansson is like, oh my God, you're right.
That could be me. We could be meant to be me together.
I did forget. I just want to clarify. I forgot how obsessed she was with Bradley Cooper when I said I related to her.
Yeah, she was nuts about him in a way that made no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Drew was telling her to be hopeful about it.
Yeah, which is bad advice.
Yeah, it is bad.
Because he is a horrible man this entire time, but he gives her outs, and she should have taken the outs.
Yes. but she clearly has something wrong with her. She met this man once in a grocery line, and over her pedicure thinks like, okay, I'll break up a marriage. We're destiny.
Yeah.
You didn't talk to him.
You know nothing about him.
Like, it's crazy.
No, you're not ruining the marriage of a man that you met in a grocery line. And if you do, like, which she does, wow, what a bad dude.
Bad guy, anyway, I just wrote every guy in this movie sucks.
All right. So she calls him and he's like, oh, I can't. And so then she's like, okay, I'm going to call Connor so that I can take advantage of this man who will rub my feet and like laugh with me and stuff.
Yeah, give me compliments and whatever.
And she's being like, okay, everybody is funny or smart, sexy or cute. You apparently can't be all four.
Not true.
Apparently can't be funny and smart, which I was like, I feel like funny and smart go pretty hand in hand. I feel like, most smart people are kind of funny.
Most funny people are very smart.
Most funny people are smart.
Yeah. So I don't know about that.
And the sexy and cute, I feel like that's just vibes.
Yeah, I agree.
You can do both. Anyway,
he says neither smart nor funny. He just tells her she's sexy and cute.
Yeah,
which is offensive. That is offensive.
Very offensive. And then he's like, no, you're all four. She says he's smart and cute, which is honestly, I think, the meanest of the four.
The meanest of the four is smart and cute.
I would want to be funny and sexy.
Huh.
If I had to pick between,
because
I think that funny people, and I think in my head I'm like, funny people are smart.
So you're like, this is a shortcut to that already. Yeah, I think I'd assume I'd get funny and cute, and I'd be comfortable with that.
Yeah. If someone was like, you're smart and cute, I would be like,
it's such a bummer. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not wrong, but you're
Cute's
not right.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Cute's not bad either. Sexy or cute is fine. But I would want funny and sexy. And if I got anything other than that, I would kind of be like, okay.
Yeah.
I'd want all four, really.
Well, everyone wants all four.
Yeah, which he gives her.
Yeah.
He invites her to stay. She's like, no.
Yeah.
Then Ben Affleck's there and he's hanging some painting that Jennifer Aniston asked him to hang 3 weeks ago. And he's like, look, I finally did this. What a good guy.
Wow.
Finally got to it 3 weeks later. He's not as bad as her sister's husbands, but like still not a good guy.
The whole thing with him is like the best thing you could expect for a guy is for him to figure it out eventually.
For him to just be the most mediocre.
Yeah.
And she's mad. She's like, stop doing anything nice. Stop being nice unless you're going to marry me. And he's like, I don't believe in marriage.
Yeah.
And I also noted this was filmed in like with the craziest angle. She looked so small.
Oh, interesting.
The angle that this was shot in, I was like, what is happening? And I don't know if it's supposed to be like his angle to her, but it felt like it was putting him in like, I don't know. Anyway.
I didn't notice that.
I don't know if it was on purpose, but I was like, this is wild.
And he's surprised by this. And she's like, I didn't want to seem crazy, so that's why I didn't push it.
Yes. She is like, I haven't wanted to seem demanding or clingy or psycho.
Yeah.
And I was like, just be those things.
Yeah.
7 years in and you're still trying not to seem demanding or clingy or psycho.
It's wild.
Like somebody should know all of your positive traits at this point. So if you're a little bit demanding or clingy, it's going to be okay. Also clingy, what? You're going to be with somebody for 7 years and not be clingy?
I don't even get that.
You better be fucking clinging.
And like, what is clingy? Or like wanting
I want to be
around
you.
I don't get it.
Clingy is just like quality time. Why would you don't want to be around me?
Why are you living with me?
We live together.
Why are we together 7 years if you don't want to be with me?
Yeah. So I don't know. I just felt like her saying I didn't want to seem demanding or clingy or psycho is like, oh, you've been dimming your light.
Yes.
You have been dimming yourself to try to make this man happy for 7 years. And that is so sad. And she's going to continue to do it because this man sucks.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of Cool Girl monologue from Gone Girl. And then she says that like there's and you do see this with people who are like with someone forever, won't marry them, like I'm not in a marriage, and you do see them in a new relationship suddenly marrying someone they met 6 months, and that's what she says to him, like, people, if I see you doing that, like I'd lose it. And there is some times where it's like, oh, they just didn't want to be with you, but they don't want to be with you long term, but you're fine for now until something else, you know? And like, I'm glad she stuck up for herself finally and left.
Yes. And so she leaves. She's like, I can't do this anymore. And then we get to the if he's not marrying you chapter.
Yeah.
And there's these women who are like, they've both been dumped by every man they've been with.
Yeah. And then they say, like, you didn't realize they were dumping you. They Jedi mind trick you. And I'm like, you are giving these men way too much credit.
No, I think especially they're like, they sneakily do it. They say like, I don't deserve you. I'm so jealous of the guy who gets to marry you. I'm like, they're dumping you.
But like, it's all so transparent. Like,
it's all super transparent. I've dumped somebody with these lines.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they thought that they were dumping me.
No. I guess I didn't like that it made these women and women in general like seem dumb for not seeing that. Like,
yeah,
guys are not able, respectfully, to like do lots of impressive tricks and hijinks, you know? Like, I didn't like that they're like, oh, he figured this out. It's like, no, he's
just like,
he's an asshole who's either like avoiding doing it, doesn't want to say the real thing.
It's not you, it's me thing. It's not that incredible. And
women do it too. You don't want to say like, I hate having sex with you, and I've grown to hate your smell.
Of being around you, being around you disgusts me. So it's just like, I just like don't see this. Yeah,
you
it's
don't
like
see
a
a
nice
future
way.
in this, or like I need to move, or I'm looking for something else. It's just like a normal thing to me.
Yeah. All right. Now Bradley Cooper's calling Scarlett Johansson, and Jennifer Connelly comes in to like talk about the color of this room. They're redoing their house.
And I'm just like, I don't get them. Well, they're buying and renovating a house because she bought the house from Connor.
Yes.
So they're buying and redoing a house. And I'm like, you bought a house and you haven't discussed kids yet?
Right. Because then she's like,
this.
oh, I want yellow. And she's like, it could be a nursery. And he's like, we said we'd wait to talk about that. Don't marry somebody.
You're married and you bought a house
and you haven't discussed if you're going to have kids or not.
I don't understand.
That's a major conversation that needs to happen before you get married.
And kind of the whole thing of their relationship is that she like quote unquote pushed him into it, or like
yes,
he did
they got
it too
married
young.
Very young. It seems like they were each other's first relationship.
Yeah.
I don't think that this is a uncommon relationship dynamic. I think a lot of people, at least that I've seen, of people who got married young and then divorced either late 20s or early 30s. I feel like I know quite a few people who did this, and I think it was probably this situation.
It's because you become like a person.
Yes, and you think like, oh, getting married is like the ultimate goal. Getting married is what we're supposed to do, so it's the next logical thing. But it's like, you're 22, like you don't fucking know, like you don't know anything. Don't get married. No.
And it's crazy because like marriage like changes nothing about your day to day. Your relationship's exactly the same. So marriage as a goal is like essentially like your wedding day is the most interesting thing, and then it's back to how it was essentially.
Yeah,
so like,
I think it's all just like societal pressure.
What's gonna
generally
change? Like there have to be other goals in your life.
Well, and especially with Jennifer Connelly, because I was like, why did you want to marry him so bad? And I was like, maybe it was just like family pressure. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, and I'm so glad when we get to the ending that end, because this guy like obviously doesn't like being in a marriage, but is too much of a fucking like
he's
baby.
Such a fucking child the entire time. He never owns up to anything. He's worthless. He never sucks.
Like admits he doesn't want to be with her, and it's like, why are you putting her through this?
You don't want to be with her.
What are you like so scared of? Like, are you so scared of like being with yourself? Are you so scared of like being the bad guy? He's just a stupid
man. He's never learned to communicate. He's never learned to like own up to anything. He just sucks.
It's ridiculous.
All right.
We're back at the bar.
Gigi's with Jennifer Connelly. Some dumb man is flirting with her, and he's like, do you have a card? He takes her card. I was like, were we still doing this in 2009? And then I was like, I kind of want to bring this back. I want to give people a card.
I'm pro card. I hate
like
the
it.
No. Phone, all of that.
A card is fun, and then you get to see people's business cards.
And that's fun.
My parents have been cleaning out a lot of random stuff in their house, and my dad found when I was younger I had a business card collection, and he found it. I would just take them from random stores, and I have them all.
That seems like you.
Yeah. And then I realized it felt very like, is it Patrick Bateman, American Psycho? Mm-hmm. They have the like business card scene, and I was like, oh, this is very American Psycho coded me, just like all of my business cards. And I had like things that I liked, like certain paper that I was like, this is a good business card. And some you're like kind of bad, but cheap. I'll add it to the collection, even though it's ugly.
You want a weighty card.
So I feel like I do remember, 2009.
Yes.
It was probably 2010 or 11. My roommates and I in college were out at a bar, and a man gave my roommate his card, and he was a professional sign spinner. That was what it said on the card. Yeah.
So like for a second you said in college a guy gave him his card. I'm like, what the fuck? You have nothing to put on a card, just like for dates? Professional sign spinner though. That is something. Yeah. Did he deliver the card going
he should have spin it in the air. Yeah. Wild. I think that she may have gone out with him. I don't know.
I hope so, because that's good. That's so funny. I love that.
I don't know.
So like he's just trying to get other sign spinning jobs.
Probably. Yeah. He's like, I need work.
All I want to do is spin signs for the rest of my life. That's funny. Okay. And so like he does a card thing, and he essentially does like a call me, I'll call you. Like he's
super vague about
how they communicate, and Gigi's like learned something, so she's trying to call him on it. Like, so do you call me?
She rips up the call.
Do I call you? Tell me which one. And he's like, we'll get in touch. And she's like, and she's good. She rips up the card, and I was very proud of her.
Yes. Now we're with Drew Barrymore. She's at work. These three gay men are asking about some man who asked her out, and she's like, he MySpaced me.
And we need to talk about this because it is 2009. No one's MySpacing anyone in 2009. I really thought this as well.
I was like, by 2009, we're on Facebook.
Yes.
Facebook is where it's at.
All
MySpace
Facebook.
Has generally, like, it's still around, but people are using Facebook.
It. Yeah.
So this is weird.
Like, MySpace is such a brief sliver of time, too.
And I guess maybe it is like a representation of how little she means to this man that he would message her on like the least popular social media platform.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
It's true. Or is she so old school? I really think they just like wrote it too long before and then kept it all and filmed
just
it.
Like, it's fine. I also feel like especially around this time, social media was still pretty new, and so I feel like the people who were writing movies like maybe just weren't catching up to what the fuck was going on with like younger people.
It is possible, but they say something that's so true now. She says people don't meet organically anymore.
Oh, sure.
Which is true.
I mean, people were doing like OkCupid probably at this point.
Yeah, but like not a lot. Like this is very pre-app.
And then one of her friends is like, my trampy little sister says MySpace is the new booty call. I do remember MySpace having like a hookup things.
I don't. But I believe it did.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it? You know?
It had like specific, I don't know if it was like message boards. I feel like there was like other parts of MySpace that you could like post pictures of yourself and have people talk to you.
I believe it.
Yeah, I don't know. So that maybe was what she was doing. Anyway, then Connor calls because she does his ads for his real estate business.
Yeah, which comes into play once at the end of the movie. It doesn't matter.
Because eventually they date. They meet at the end and then they decide to date, but it doesn't matter because we never see them together.
Yeah.
All right, now Jennifer Aniston is a bridesmaid. They're like trying on bridesmaids'
her sister's wedding
dresses.
And they're like, why are you getting married so fast to her sister? And they're all like, you're pregnant. And she's like, no. And they're all like, then chug a beer. She won't, which is funny. And then everyone's also so worried about Jennifer because of this breakup from a 7-year relationship. And essentially the vibe is like, oh no.
They're like, oh, it's okay to not get married.
Yeah.
It's okay. Tons of people make that choice. Look at Al Pacino. He never married. And she's like, you're comparing me to Al Pacino? But like, yeah, be like Al Pacino. It's fine.
Sure.
Bradley Cooper's talking to Scarlett Johansson. She's like, you're just too good of a guy. It's like, no, he's not.
He's not too good because you're there talking to him in a way.
Yeah.
It's all yucky. And that's when he reveals that they've been together since college and she gave him an ultimatum.
She says, why can't you live without this other woman? I'm like, bitch, this is his wife.
Who is this woman that's living at your house?
Woman? All right.
Compared to me, who's met you once.
I forgot about how fucking nuts she is, so I'm taking back everything I said.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
A little bit.
It is really crazy.
It is really crazy, but like, maybe I like Jennifer Aniston the most. No, I like Drew Barrymore. No, I don't like any of them.
And I think that's allowed.
I like Busy Phillips. That's who I like.
Busy Phillips is fine. Busy Phillips is fine.
She fucked her boss, but she doesn't get clingy with him.
I don't know. She's all like, "Oh, I bet you brought me here to blah blah blah."
Well, she does the morning after.
Yeah, and then she's like let down and like kind of like bummed out about it, you know.
But then she doesn't keep doing it.
We don't see it. Yeah,
I don't know. All right, maybe
I'm a Jennifer Connelly girl.
Everyone might. I don't. But
okay.
I don't, because I think that this man deserved so much more.
Oh, like so much more trouble from her?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
And I just like,
Yes.
I don't know.
You wanted to see more fire in her.
Yes.
Yeah. And to me, I agree that I would have liked more fire, but to me, she had more reasonableness than anyone else.
Sure.
Yes.
But she also is like hyping up Gigi the whole time and doing, anyway, I don't know that anyone's necessarily good. All right.
But the men are
ScarJo's dumb. We've been together since college. She gave me an ultimatum, which again, the ultimatum is weird because they were probably young. I'm like, don't give people ultimatums before you're 25. Don't give people ultimatums at all, actually. But
ultimatums in your 20s is crazy.
Yeah.
And then Bradley Cooper said this thing that I fucking hate, where he said it's so hard for guys because like if you take too long to marry them, you're an asshole. But if you marry them too early, then you're stuck like this. I'm like, oh yeah, poor guys.
Oh, poor Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Poor Ben. Wow.
And then Janine, his wife, there's a whole thing with her finding these cigarettes at the house.
Yes, and she's like, I thought you weren't smoking.
We see little bits of essentially Gigi and Alex talking more and her asking for advice more for things.
She taped the business card back together and is calling the guy.
Yeah. Well, she calls him for advice about it.
Yes, before she does that.
Yeah, and he gives her advice, which is no.
Yes.
And like he calls the guys like lying out.
Uh-huh.
And then
he also says this horrible thing.
Yes. Yes.
He's talking about his some woman he went out with.
Yeah.
Who he thought he liked, but then her ass looked really big in the daylight.
I was like, what?
And I was like, I know it's 2009. We haven't come out of like the horrifying body image stuff of the 2000s, shit. But I was like, we didn't like butts at all.
We already had I Like Big Butts.
Right.
I Like Big Butts was, I want to say, around 2000s, 2001.
Criticism of women being like, oh, her ass looked really big. I'm like,
crazy.
So
what?
Good?
What? Butts like top two parts
are great.
Butts are fun.
Woman with tits and ass? Like, what are you talking about?
Wow.
And in this context of like, oh, her ass looked really big in the daylight, what that says to me, the rest of her body's probably banging and she's got a huge ass.
Crazy line. So weird.
What?
2009?
2009, we're not into butts and we use MySpace?
Like, were we, and by we, I mean whatever men were into, like, like, I don't get how you're actually not into butts. But, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I get socially, like, we're like, oh, butts are bad. But, like, were men in secret, like, I like butts? Or were they like, yes, I've been tricked by what society says is hot and I don't like butts? Do you know what I mean?
I feel like there is some social, I I don't know, you like what you see on TV and like social manipulation, maybe,
but maybe
or
Sir
like
Mix-a-Lot was like
brainwashing.
Sir Mix-a-Lot was revealing something to us. Maybe he was.
I mean, I think so.
I think he
because
was like,
especially
I like big butts, and I can't like. We can't keep pretending that we don't like
keep
butts.
pretending like we don't like butts, but that was so 90s, so early 2000s of like this heroin chic. I mean, it's very like rooted in racism and like all sorts of whatever of just like these twig women with no tits, no butt, and we're like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, but also like there's like Baywatch at that time. That's when like boob jobs come in. So it's
we're doing
specifically
boobs.
like be so thin but somehow have huge boobs
and also no ass, which is crazy because like you need to have a balance.
Yeah, come on.
What?
Yeah, it's sickening.
Not liking butts. I don't know. I don't get it. Who doesn't like a butt?
Yeah, but I also like it is icky how much like things change to when people are getting like what butt implants or
they are, but then we're falling back into the we really just need to let people's bodies do what they are naturally going to do, and if you don't naturally have a butt, that's fine as well. You know, not trying to make the flat butt girlies feel bad either. Or men. A lot of men with flat butts.
Yeah. So
anyway,
then there's this kind of weird little bit with like Connor sells real estate and now he's trying to like wear purple to seem gay.
Yeah,
so
he's like, I'm being
clients.
more gay friendly, and like the outfit he's wearing, Justin Long's like, that's super gay, and I'm like, it's really not.
No.
It's just a purple
t-shirt.
shirt.
Seen a purple
it's a
shirt.
Basic ass shirt. It's like a Hanes purple t-shirt.
I think they're like the color purple's fundamentally gay.
Yeah. At this point, though, men were like wearing pink and stuff, right?
I don't know.
The timing of this doesn't
it's all very
make.
confusing.
I don't know.
We do MySpace. We hate butts. Please.
All right. Scarlett Johansson is teaching the yoga class,
and Bradley Cooper's taking it for some reason.
Yeah, he claps at the end of the class.
No, you can't do that. You shouldn't be there. You should be there taking her class. And then she's like, "Do you want to go swimming?"
Yes. I also loved this detail, and I assume it was on purpose to show that he just like is obviously only taking this class to see her, but he was carrying his yoga mat just like crumpled up. He didn't roll it back up. He just like picked it up from the middle and like had it like there.
That's
like,
so funny to catch
rather
that.
than just like rolling. I was like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious. That's so
like
funny.
This is so obviously not how you hold a fucking yoga mat. Anyway, she invites him to swim. She's like, why can't we be friends?
And then she takes off all of her clothes.
Yeah, and jumps in this pool, this public pool.
And he's like, wow, it's so cool having you as a friend or whatever. While he's like looking at her naked. It's so gross.
And then he says, I think I just fell in love. And she says, so we are friends.
She's written crazy too. He's written awful, but she's written crazy.
Okay? Listen, no, you're not wrong. I think I forgot about a lot between watching this last night and discussing it currently.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, I love Scarlett Johansson, and I was blinded by that.
She is blinding, fundamentally.
So, yeah, she's stupid. He's fucking awful. I think I fell in love. Leave your wife.
Absolutely.
If you find those words coming out of your mouth, leave your wife.
Yuck. So he comes home and Janine is on her cigarette kick, about him smoking. She says he smells weird or different, you know, and he's probably a little spooked. And then she accuses him, says it's cigarettes. So he gaslights her.
He goes, we have 8,000 undocumented workers here daily. So he blames the people who are working
for him. And then he's like, the renovation's getting to you. I hated
Gaslights her like crazy. He's like, no, you're crazy. You're crazy, to the point that she apologizes. And I guess I just feel bad for her. Like, she's trying. I think the thing about her that is upsetting to me is that she's trying so hard to make this relationship work, and it just feels so not worth it. But I guess we are seeing the worst side of it, and she's not seeing this.
I mean, in this moment, I don't think we're seeing her try. She's really are you fucking smoking?
She says, I'm sorry at the end for being crazy.
Yeah, because he gaslit her into being crazy.
Exactly.
You know?
And I don't like that. I mean, I don't like him doing that, and I don't like her falling for it, but obviously she's the victim in this situation.
Absolutely.
Now Gigi's kissing some other guy.
And she says, I can't wait to kiss you again.
On the second date, because the second date's an even better kiss. Crazy thing to say to a person.
Crazy thing to say, just for the record, true. I've said over and over again, hate first kisses.
Sure, yeah.
Second date kiss is always better.
Yes, it should
Period.
be. If it's worse, get out.
But you don't say that while you're kissing.
No.
It's so weird.
It's a weird thing to start thinking about the next, I don't know, whatever.
Our poor girl is a thinker.
She needs to be in therapy.
Yeah.
Justin Long's making out with some woman, and then Gigi calls with questions, and he takes the call.
Yes. While
Because
he's with this,
he's
hot woman.
obsessed with her.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't realize it yet.
So she locks herself in the
whatever.
bathroom to like talk to him, like, what does it mean? And then she says, and he's like, he doesn't like you. And she goes, you got to run. And she goes, so what? Now I'm just supposed to run from every guy who doesn't like me?
Yes.
And she goes, there won't be anybody left, which is sad.
I know, it's so sad. Supposed to run from every guy who doesn't like me. There won't be. Oh my God. Heartbreaking. She needs so much therapy. She really, just like no self-worth at all.
It's crazy.
And she uses some of his white strips, and that's kind of fun.
Yeah, because he's like, just kill time there and do whatever you want. And she's like, okay, so I was hoping she'd steal them, but like, what product placement, right? Like, cross white strips right in front of everyone. And then
Ben Affleck and Bradley Cooper are on Ben Affleck's boat, and he's asking about how Jennifer Aniston doing, but she's busy. Oh, he says she's so busy organizing her sister's funeral. Oh shit, I meant wedding. Okay, Bradley.
And then Bradley says no guy actually wants to get married or something like that.
If they do, all they are thinking of is all the women they are going to miss out on.
Which is crazy. And
this is what Ben Affleck is saying, right? No, does Bradley Cooper say this?
I think it's Bradley, because Ben Affleck actually doesn't feel this way.
Right.
And they had this conversation where Ben Affleck is like, no, I want to be with Jennifer Aniston forever. Like, I only want to be with, there's no one else I want to be with.
But then Bradley Cooper says that he is happily married, and it's like, dude, you're fucking not. And you're saying this insane shit.
But he has to say it because she's Janine, Ben Affleck and Janine are brother and sister, I think, is the takeaway here.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't get this, but that's good to know. That's how they're connected.
Yeah, because I think he said, did Janine send you to talk to me?
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So then, I don't know, if they do, all they're thinking of is all the women they're going to miss out on. I feel like this is such a common thing for like stupid men.
They're like,
being like,
men.
I'm missing out on so many women, and then the men leave the woman they're with, and then they find out nobody wants to fuck them.
No one wanted to fuck you.
No one wants to fuck you.
What women? What imaginary women wanted to fuck you?
Yeah, they make up these women.
Why were so many? In your life, maybe when you're married, you meet like one or two, and where you're like, oh yeah, maybe this could it, but what?
No, outside of that, no.
All
right. You need a spark. Is what Gigi's saying to. Oh wait. Yes.
So we're at the wedding.
Okay. I skipped ahead.
And Jennifer Aniston's cousin making a really weird speech about how hot his cousin is, and that his sister Beth, referring to Jennifer Aniston, is on the market. She may be an older model, but she's got more miles left in that tank. Crazy for cousin to say about cousin, but crazy to be said, period.
Yeah. Crazy to say. Then dad is like, you're my favorite daughter. I'm retired. I can say what I want. I don't give a shit. Great.
Yeah. And then
now Gigi's at the bar. She's waiting for Justin Long.
Alex has told her, no, she's not. She's waiting for a date.
Oh.
Alex has told her he's setting her up with his friend Bill.
Oh, right.
And then Alex is like, oh, I accidentally told Bill Thursday. It's here Tuesday. And at that moment I was like, is this fake? Is this a trick or not?
Yeah, and she sees it that way.
Well, eventually she does. She doesn't yet.
Yeah.
And he like kind of does the thing where you're like, describing animals in the wild, but describing like an interaction with a woman and a guy at a bar and like saying she likes him, he doesn't like her.
I understood a little bit. I was like, as a bartender, oh yeah, he's like looking at a couple. I'm like, you do probably see people on dates constantly and like are like,
you can tell.
That's, yeah.
But also like where he's watching a woman like and the guy talk, I feel like he's implying that all of these women are too dumb to tell that men aren't into them.
Yeah.
And like, I think women can usually tell, especially at a bar, you know, like a guy's like fucking in your face or like, even like, I feel like women are better at reading than men that this other person wants to get out of a conversation.
Unless you're Gigi,
who again, I really think there's like some kind of like anxiety plus autism. Like there's something going on with her.
Yes. She says you need a spark. He says a spark is bullshit.
He makes a really good speech about this.
Guys invented the sparks. Did you write it down? He said for women to build up this anxiety and think it's a spark because they feed off this drama.
Yeah, and it's like a trick to keep you kind of crazy and in it. And also he says a crazy line about how like there's always another woman. There's some woman with smaller pores and bigger implants. And I'm like, what man is talking about pores?
Yeah, the pores is insane.
Pores was weird.
Yeah, this man. What? Pores was weird. Bigger implants. Again, dude doesn't like butts, but he likes big boobs. Weird.
Yep.
All right.
He also calls her a sad basset hound that he wants to cheer up. It's so
he's like, I
sad.
like you. And she's like, you do? And he's like, oh, like a sad basset hound because you're kind of pathetic. He nags her.
And that's kind of like why I'm like, I don't know how far this like can.
No, I think that's fair. I think that, well, okay. I think that it depends on him entirely.
Yeah.
I think that she is going to latch onto this. She is not leaving this relationship. And so it is, how long is he going to, and I could see him maybe having like fun with the I have a girlfriend thing and then get rid of her. He gets rid of her.
For a second. Yeah. And she needs to be in like extreme therapy if they wanted something close to healthy. But I think he's used to his habits and like, I think he'll get pulled back after like a month?
Maybe.
Wait, what did you give them?
I gave a year to 2 years.
Oh, okay.
I know. You gave 3.
We'll see.
But I think that towards the end, I'm not saying it was like he changed because I don't think he changed. But I do think he likes her. And I think he didn't realize that.
He didn't realize it.
And so I think that he will ride that. But I do agree that he will fall back into his, and I will give it up to a year now. I'm not
open
going
to up
do
to a year as well.
2.
I love these negotiations we do. All right, so then
now we're at if she's
Janine's kind of like narking, asking everyone about smoking, trying to figure out if it was her husband smoking or not.
She's asking the guy who like runs the construction company,
the
probably
top contractor guy, played by the father from New Wednesday. I forget his name, but I like him. And then we see Connor, real estate guy, showing a house trying to appeal to gay guys. And they watch him interact with Scarlett Johansson and they're like, oh, this is not.
They're like, she's holding out. She's not going to sleep with you. Yeah. And they're basically like, straight signals are weird. Gay signals are great. Eye contact for more than 3 seconds and it's on. And honestly, yeah, being a gay man does seem like
a dream
for dating, but also like there's some toxic stuff.
There's a bunch of toxics, but it's so interesting to have clear signals at the top. Yeah. Yes.
There's like not as much bullshit. And like, and people do generally want to fuck and people are okay with that.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know, I was talking to like a comic who like he thought the housekeeper was hot or the person cleaning stuff, maintaining at this hotel was like hot, like made a ring to see him and they just like boned immediately. Like there's
yes. I worked for a while in West Hollywood, which is the gay neighborhood, and the amount of customer and employees that just hooked up so readily. Yeah. Like, and there was just no like weirdness.
I guess like I am so impressed and jealous around the sense of safety. Like, because my fear with stranger or person I just met is I'm going to get overpowered and stuff's going to happen to me that I don't want to happen to me, or like something bad is going to happen to me.
I think that unfortunately does happen in the gay community.
I think like it does, but there seems to be like less of that fear, or like maybe a sense that they're like both kind of even physically with each other.
I think that in these situations it would be like, oh, well, I also want to fuck you. So like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
And like, we're both going to understand that. Whereas I feel like for women, you're like, I don't know what this man is fucking thinking.
Yeah.
Because straight men are, I don't know, unwell.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Like you're kind of assuming as a gay man that this other person's mindset is similar to yours as a gay man. Whereas a woman dating a man, you're like, men love to murder women. I don't know what's going on in his head.
Right.
Yeah. He was swiping, I guess, on Sniffy. And he was telling us about how, like, the pictures on there are all dicks and bodies. And I guess I'm like, don't you want to know the face? Like, he didn't know the face of these people until they came to their, I'm fucking for the face.
No.
You're not fucking for the face?
No, I'm not saying that women aren't. I'm saying gay men definitely aren't fucking for the face.
Well, it's so confusing though, because like I feel like there is a culture like in certain cities here probably too, about like being really hot. Like you want to be really hot.
Yeah.
Too. But I'm like, why doesn't the face matter then for the fucking?
Well, I think that the face would matter for a long-term relationship, but just to fuck?
Just for a sex, not a face?
I don't think that I feel that way. What the fuck is the face going to do for me? For a one-night stand? What's the face going to do?
I don't.
For a one-night stand?
For one night, so yeah, I want to be attracted to him.
But why is I mean, I'm not saying
the face is part of it.
I don't know that I feel this way.
Bad face.
I mean,
good
bad
body?
bad face, fine. Neutral face, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm not even good at having like cool sex without getting to know someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like if it's like purely a one night stand, I don't know that the way people look matters actually that much. I think you're just trying to fuck and then you never have to see them again. I think for dating it matters, but I don't think one night stands it matters that much.
I think that's why I never got movies like it's an Eyes Wide Shut. Never watched it, but like where you like, ooh, it's an
you don't get that?
Okay, here's what I don't
know. Best. Okay. That's the best. I don't have to see anyone's face.
But okay. So I can't wrap my mind around this because like you're having mass and you're going to have a hot orgy and you don't know anyone's face, and I'm like, why are we all trying to look so hot? Like you want to be having sex with a hot person.
Do you not find bodies attractive?
Bodies are attractive, but face is part of it. I'd be so bummed out if I had sex with someone and then saw their face and their face was bad.
Well, you don't have to see them again. You'll never see them in the Eyes Wide Shut situation.
It would color the whole thing for me.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with this, but I think that you're also maybe just not a one night stand girly.
I know.
And that's okay.
I know. I've tried.
Yeah.
Not good at it. Not good at it. Wow.
I've had plenty of one night stands with ugly people.
I love face. Love face. Call me crazy.
I feel like I just like vibes.
Yeah. But you don't.
And a one night stand, the vibes are so different.
Yeah.
Than dating.
Yeah.
But I agree. I mean, the other thing is, I'm going to be honest, I don't find men that attractive.
Yeah.
Most of them I think are not great to look at. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't fuck them.
Yeah.
Like I still have sex with them. I just think like most of them could like use some improvement, and it's because most of their personalities are bad.
Okay. But like even in an Eyes Wide Shut, like with men having sex with women, like they like women to be hot. But I guess like there's a term, remember the like butterface, where it's like your body's hot but their face.
Yeah.
So I guess
I feel like for sex, like the body is most of what matters for an Eyes Wide Shut type sex situation.
I'm a face girly. I like looking at a face.
Sit on that face.
Call me old fashioned. I want to sit on a hot face.
Don't try to sit on some butter face.
I'll slip right off, but in a bad way. Okay. So yeah, the next chapter kind of is the if she's not sleeping with you.
Yes. If she's not sleeping with you and there's, you know, some guys like a girl will never sleep with you. She calls you cuddly or dependable. Or if their name is Amber or Christine, takes home leftovers, pops a zit in front of you.
This is ridiculous to me.
I don't know. This just sounds like a long-term relationship.
It sounds like a long-term relationship. That's how you feel, which is positive. Yeah,
if you've never slept with this person before and she's like, wow, you're so dependable. And then she like pops a zit. Like, yeah, she's probably not going to fuck you.
Yeah, she's probably not thinking about you that way. You know, which is fine.
A different situation.
Yeah.
Now Bradley Cooper has officially fucked ScarJo.
He's in her bedroom and like they've already had sex. And I'm like, what?
They have sex. He's like, I don't do stuff like this. Yes, you do.
Just did.
I just did. I don't necessarily. I hate all of this. Also, the like, he never takes responsibility for his actions once.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's awful. And then we see Scarlett and Drew shopping, and Scarlett's like, I think he's gonna leave his wife for me. Isn't that crazy?
Leaving his wife for me.
And Drew's like, yeah, it could happen.
Whatever.
And then Alex called Gigi to invite Gigi to like a party at his place, and he says Bill's gonna be there. And this is where Gigi starts believing that Alex is actually into her. She's like, put these pieces together, because women love signs. We love breaking down stuff. We love putting pieces together.
Here's another bad Jennifer Connelly thing. She's like, oh, he's into me, and she's all happy, and then This one is a crazy line she does. She says, yay, let's plan your wedding.
Let's look at places for your destination wedding. And I'm like, what's going on?
I think that there's notices going on her, like, she sees, I think that her marriage
life's going bad. And I think she's like, new project. Weird new project or something. I don't know. It was weird, though. And it was even weird to Gigi. Gigi had like a little bit of like a reaction to it, too, you know?
So then Drew Barrymore showing this dude's MySpace profile. He leaves her a singing voicemail. Then he leaves a second voicemail, and it's the same exact voicemail, but for a different woman.
Yeah, it's like him singing her name, Mary, 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 and the next one's like Jennifer, Jennifer, Jen or something.
Yeah. All right. Jennifer Connelly and Bradley Cooper are looking at some wood. Now we're in Home Depot.
Home Depot.
And he's, you know,
he's showing her two pieces of wood, real wood.
One's real, one's laminate.
And he's like, which one do you think is real? And she guesses. He's like, that's the laminate.
And he's like, we should get the laminate.
It's 100th of the price, and you can't tell the difference.
No, the laminate is a lie. The laminate needs to be up front and tell people what you are, and blah, blah, blah. And then he says, I slept with someone in the Home Depot. Crazy place. You do not reveal that you were cheating in public. That's crazy. And she says, oh, you're telling me here because you know I hate a public scene? And wow, do I not feel this at all? Man, if you are cheating on me, do not tell me in public, because everybody is going to know about it.
That's so fun. I love that. That's good.
That would be such a crazy thing. I was like, how are you holding your shit together? What?
I can't imagine how I would react. I don't really know.
I could see being like in shock, but I think that I would be like, you're telling me in public. Like I would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I would start being like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like it would start with like talking, and then they would probably do the thing where they'd be like, whoa, chill out. And then once I hear that, that's when I'm like, oh, you want me to chill out? You just told me you slept with someone. You think I'm not going to scream at the top of my lungs in this fucking Home Depot?
It seems so fun to make a scene.
I
want to make a scene one day.
Shit's falling. You're picking it up. What the fuck? In the Home Depot?
And then he immediately starts saying, so I should move out. And she's like, what? Like, you want to leave? Like, we're not going to work through this? And then he's like, well, should I leave? She's like, do you want to leave? And he should have said yes.
Because he does.
And he says no.
He says no instead. And she's like, okay, great. She's like, have you been smoking too? And he says no.
I really haven't.
Lies.
It's ridiculous.
Jennifer Aniston's at the wedding.
It doesn't matter.
Also, okay, I will say she's walking down the aisle with a dog, and I thought this was a dream. The way that it was shot was like very hazy, and I was like, oh, is this like a weird dream? Like she's with a dog. And I was like, no, that's just
it's
really
her
happening.
with the dog because there's no man to walk with her.
Yeah, which is insane because that's up to the groomsmen.
Yeah.
Like, what? Anyway, whatever. She meets some dude. Okay, Gigi's at this party. She's eating pretzels, being fucking weird.
And she's like talking, two gay guys bring her over, and she's like, I don't know if I'm like a date or not, or if she's like more than just a guest or whatever. And so like she goes over to him and he asked her to help like refill some chips.
He's like, oh, could you refill the chips? And she's like, oh my God, we're co-hosting this wedding, or not wedding, the party.
I'm telling you, that's why it feels like there's some like autism there, I think.
I mean, I think she needs therapy.
She needs extreme therapy.
Yeah.
And
whether or not it's like,
I mean, it's a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
But immediately she gets into
has
host
such
mode.
an anxious attachment style.
Yes.
God, her parents did a number on her.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to go back to Jennifer Aniston at the wedding really quick because she's dancing with a different cousin who says, it's too bad cousins can't marry, then we could totally marry. And then her dad has a heart attack.
Yes.
All right. Some other woman is like, oh, Alex told me to get the dip together. So basically he's just like asking all these women to do random things at his party.
Yeah, because he sucks.
And
sucks.
then
Gigi's helping clean.
Yes, and he's playing video games with this woman. And he like obviously probably would hook up with her if Gigi would just get the fuck out of here.
So weird. And Gigi just like stays there, and then someone mentions at 3 a.m.
the entire place, and the woman's like, well, it's past 3, so I'm gonna leave. And then he's like, oh, thanks for cleaning, I'm going to bed. She's like, ooh, is that an invitation? And then she launches herself at him
and like kisses him for a while when he's not kissing back.
Yeah. And then she says we're in a relationship,
which is crazy. She's like
she is unwell.
There's a lot of like weird delusion, and he says like, why do women build stuff up in their minds and then twist into something else?
Yeah, lots of like women are crazy, but like she's really not doing us any favors at this moment.
But then she makes some kind of speech about how, and this speech like hits but essentially about how like she's hopeful and that's not a bad thing, and she's closer to love than he'll ever be.
Right, you won't find love, and this does kind of hit him, and this is where I think that he could like be with her and maybe come to terms with like this, like, oh, maybe I would want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
So that's why I could see it lasting a little bit. Maybe it'll like teach him something.
Yeah, maybe.
But like, it's not going to be good for her.
No. Jennifer Aniston's at the house after the heart attack. She's taking care of her father. She's taking care of everyone. Very oldest sibling vibes, older sister vibes. And all these men are being shitty.
No one's helping. And then Jennifer Connelly is telling Gigi that her husband slept with someone else.
And then Jennifer Connelly, is like, it's my fault that he cheated because I forced him into getting married, and I used to be fun. And I hate I used to be fun because I really, for a lot of these women, especially once they become mothers, not that they are, like, that's because you had freedom and you were fun, and then you become someone who has to manage and take care of a relationship usually. Well, and that means you can't be fun when you have to do all this work.
Any fucking time. Men love sucking the light out of the women that they are with and then being like, oh,
why aren't you fun
used
anymore?
to be fun. You used to be so fun. Maybe she's fucking putting up with you all the time. Maybe she's taking care of your shit. Maybe she has a running list of everything that has to go on in the house because you're incapable of contributing in a worthwhile way. Men love to dim a woman's light and then be like, what happened here?
Why aren't you fun anymore?
Because
and it's like she's become your mother and your manager. Like, she doesn't have time to be fun. She doesn't have time to even think about herself.
Yes.
So that was very, very sad. And then she admits that they don't have sex anymore. Like, they never have sex. She's like, what did I expect him to do? I'm like, I don't know. Be a person.
Be a person and talk about it with you.
Yeah.
All right, then you know,
chapter is
if he's sleeping with someone else, and then there's this woman. She's talking about how I
love this woman. Actually, she's the best one.
This is the best woman.
This is the best one.
This is the woman who I love.
She's
this
great.
is the best in this entire. Great. I'm glad we figured it out because
I know. I was getting worried.
Okay.
She's amazing.
her first husband, he slept with his secretary, and she goes, is so unoriginal. I felt sorry for him. The second slept with her sister and made her feel crazy for suspecting him. So she's like, okay, he did a better job. Third was a gem, covered his tracks. And she didn't find out until he died. And so she's like, he was the real master. Or no, but then she says, but I was the real master. 3 husbands, countless boyfriends, haven't been caught yet. Love her.
Love her. And that's just like how women do it. Men do it dumb.
I do think women are better at cheating than men.
Yeah, because men are stupid.
Women we know how to cover our tracks, and we are like better at looking through things. I think men just get like weird and lazy and cocky about it. They're like, oh, I'll never get caught. It's like, you will.
Yeah, or maybe like they subconsciously want to get caught.
I do think there's a lot of that.
There's a lot of that too, you know?
All right. So Bradley Cooper's bringing, oh God, this is the scene that I remembered.
Crazy.
He brings Scarlett Johansson to his office.
They're holding hands in the hallway of his office, where I'm sure all of his coworkers know that he has been married forever. And then he brings him to his office. They're kissing. They're getting really sexual. And then there's a knock at his door, and he says some weird excuse about it. And then it's his wife, it turns out, at the door.
She has shown up. He throws ScarJo into the closet.
Like in her underwear.
Yeah, he's like, go in there. And then Jennifer Connelly comes in and she's, locks the door. She's wearing lingerie. She's trying to relight the fire. She's really making a fucking effort.
Yeah.
Do you want to save our marriage? So now they are having sex in his office while Scarlett Johansson sits in the closet, which he knows. This man takes no responsibility for anything. He is like the epitome of just like, oh, all these things are happening to me, and why? Because of you, sir.
Like, I don't know how you could do that with this other woman in a closet.
It's insane. And this was another, ooh, wow, Scarlett Johansson, that's not the way I would have handled that. I would have bust out of there. What's happening here? What's happening here?
That's crazy.
That was crazy.
Yes. Yeah, I can't believe that she stayed there. And he's, he lies and tells his wife he wants to save the marriage or whatever.
Yeah, and then she leaves, and Scarlett Johansson comes out and screams at him and is like, you're a disgusting excuse for a man, because he is.
Yeah, you'll never touch me again. Don't touch me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, great. Good.
Although I also was like, find her. She just left. Like, you're steps behind her. Go tell this wife.
She is not. There's nothing that gives girl vibes. She's trying to break up this marriage to begin with.
She's not a girl's girl.
She's not going to tell this wife.
I mean, but if you're done with him,
she should tell her if it's to get back at him.
Exactly.
Which is what her perspective would be. Sure. Yes.
All right. Bill's called Gigi to ask her to dinner. Bill's real. Scarlett Johansson is at home. Connor's there. And he's like, I want to have a real relationship with you. And she's like, okay. And then they have sex and he's cuddling her and she's like, I'm not that into this. Jennifer Aniston is at home. This is when Ben Affleck shows up and she realizes that he's helping. He's not a total piece of shit like the other men. He's meeting the barest of minimums. Yep. Jennifer Connelly comes home. She's hanging things up.
And she is picking up some clothes.
And she finds a pack of cigarettes in there.
Oh, yeah. And I guess she's calling, right before that, she calls her husband, and he doesn't pick up while he's outside of Scarlett Johansson's yoga studio. Like, what? And yeah, then she finds the cigarettes and some pants at home, throws out all of his clothes,
smashes a mirror. I did love the smash a mirror and then having to go clean up your mess,
so
which is like a real adult thing of being like, I just want to be a terror, and then being like, oh, I actually have to clean up my messes, I guess. I don't know. Like,
Gigi is kind of getting ready for a date. She misses a call from Alex because Alex has realized he likes her, and Busy made him realize that. Then Jennifer goes to Ben's boat.
Yes, Ben Affleck's boat.
And I was kind of so sad about this scene. I was so bummed out that she was willing to do that with him just because, he's like, I can't give you what you want. And she's like, our life together is what I want. Ugh. Because you're better than all these other guys. Because also at the wedding, a gross guy hit on her too, besides her cousin, and it was all bad. And she's like, oh, "This is the best."
Again,
and I'm like, "You're Jennifer fucking Aniston."
Yeah, you can do better than this. Her sister, okay, if you promise to commit to me and love me, and then she says you have to let me eat wheat thins in bed, and you have to snake the drain when it gets clogged with my hair.
Wow.
I do feel like, so if you're in a situation where you both want to be together forever and one person wants to get married and one doesn't, one of you has to compromise.
Yeah. There have to be some accommodations.
Yeah. And she also says you have to get rid of your ugly pants.
But I'm also like, you guys essentially just did vows. Why can't you just do fucking vows at a wedding? You know?
I don't know. I feel like, I mean, who knows? This relationship is a mess.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was getting back together with someone I just broke up with, I'd be like, okay, and we're going to wait. Like, we're going to make sure this is good. Which I guess is what she's doing in this moment. Anyway, and agree to go to couples therapy because like all your issues are about to come right back.
All right back. But
they're not about to go away.
I do think the implication though is there is only this one issue. I think they're trying to tell us that their relationship otherwise is very good.
Yeah.
Except for this one thing.
Which
is what they're trying to communicate to us.
And he won't let her eat wheat thins in bed.
You know? Let a woman live.
I mean, yeah, what we get from their relationship, maybe it is happy and fine. All we really see is them breaking up though.
Yeah. Well, obviously because specifically of the marriage thing. But separately we see that he like loves her and only wants to be with her. Like, I think that's the story they're trying to tell to us.
Yeah.
But I don't know how great he is.
Yeah. Connor's showing up at Scarlett Johansson's place. And then he's like, I'm going to buy this place, but I want to make sure that my girlfriend likes it. Basically, he's like, oh yeah, this house is for me and you. And she's like, what
she freaks out.
Fuck?
Which is valid.
And then she finally realizes that she's been leading this poor man on. I feel bad for Connor.
I feel bad for
He's
Connor
in another
too.
like a bad situation.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson, not a good person. She's just a really bad person.
Not ideal. Not ideal.
Not great. They break up.
Yeah. And then Bradley Cooper
comes
home. And the wife has put all of his stuff out along with her buying him some cigarettes.
Yeah, she bought him a carton of cigarettes, says, knock yourself out. P.S. I want a divorce.
And that's not how I would have done it. She folded all of his shit.
No, folded. That was the thing that I thought was crazy.
I'd be fucking with scissors.
Get a pile, maybe.
Crazy. Then Gigi and her date say goodbye. And then someone knocks on the door. She assumes it's her date again, but it's Alex, and now he likes her.
And he's like, I have to return this pen to you. Call back to the beginning. Yeah. Kind of cute. I don't know. They kiss. And then this is when Drew Barrymore sees Connor at a restaurant and they start talking and they date or whatever.
But like during this, I want to go back to like him kissing her. They have like a whole, she's like, what? You really like me? But all of this. And he's like, no, I like you. And like he says to her while they kiss, like, you are my exception. And it's so gross and it's so antithetical to what they've been trying to tell us and tell the women the whole film, which is that like men won't change.
There is no exception.
They are just how they are. And like this is saying, no, it is advertising to us as the viewer, the exception thing again, and telling us like, yeah, sometimes you can change a guy and you're probably the exception. And I think this is like part of the reason as a kid and growing up, like I never liked rom-coms. I wouldn't watch rom-coms and I felt like they gave me some kind of like fake idea of how the world could be. And I really didn't like that feeling. And so I never watched them, but like they're tricking us with the film.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I feel like all of the rom-coms I liked when I was younger involved people dying in the end.
And that's a rom-com that we could, I guess, never do on this podcast, huh?
It's like, wow, how sad. Yeah.
So yes, Drew Barrymore is at a restaurant. She recognizes her client, Connor. She calls him. They talk. Jennifer Aniston, Ben Affleck are doing good. He's moving stuff back in.
Yeah, and he brings the pants that she hates back in. And she's like, why? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, before you throw them away, check the pockets.
There's a ring.
There's a ring. He asks her to marry him. She says yes. They get married.
Thank God, which is a bummer. But yes, they're having a wedding on his boat.
I guess I'm glad he came around. I think that they'll be together forever.
I'm on forever too.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with forever for
them.
I
think that they will. I don't know if it's a happy forever. It'll probably be a fine forever.
I think it'll be fine forever too.
Yeah. Hopefully they're on the same page about kids.
Yeah.
Who knows if they've talked about it.
Mary deletes her MySpace.
Okay, this was a crazy thing. She's deleting her MySpace because she's dating Connor. And I was like, MySpace isn't a dating app. You don't need to delete your MySpace because you're dating someone.
Everything about the MySpace stuff is weird in this movie, and it doesn't make any sense.
Correctly.
It's crazy.
Make it OkCupid. Make it
something
one of those.
else. Why would you do it on MySpace?
I don't know.
That's like people dating, like, oh, I'm dating someone, I have to delete my Facebook account?
Yeah.
That's not who, like, it's usually like these accounts are for your friends. Whatever.
And basically everyone else ends up alone, and Gigi and Alex are together, and they're throwing a party together.
Yeah.
And they're the final question mark of how long, which is maybe 6 months.
For Alex and Gigi?
Yeah.
Comfortable. I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah. I think that he'll
6 months max.
I think that he's gonna get a lot out of being in a relationship.
Yeah, and go, I do like relationships.
But not with you.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
she's going to, her anxious attachment, unless she's doing therapy, and him too, he's got problems. They both have problems they need to figure out.
Here. And then they did some silly like post-credit improvising too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But that's that.
That was a movie.
And that's what we think, and Alex will break up with Gigi for sure.
Yeah. There's
no doubt about it. She's gonna be a lot.
And we don't really kind of give a shit about Connor and Drew because we don't know anything. We've never
we don't
seen
know
them together.
anything about them.
Yeah.
But I hope they have a fun time.
Yeah. It was fun. Literally every scene for a bit, just seeing a new huge star.
So I guess we didn't really talk about our main thoughts about this movie, but this movie it's very long. There's a lot of storylines. I did feel like with a movie like this, like an ensemble movie where you're switching between so many different plots, I did feel like it makes 2 hours go by faster than when it is one plot for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And so I did like generally find the movie to be like watchable for that reason.
It's like kind of a long book. Stephen King always does a long book, but then each little chapter you get to hop to see what different people are doing, and you're like, oh, this is kind of fun.
I love that. I love that kind of storytelling. I also feel like it allows every story to be like kind of basic, and so it's like easy generally to follow. And
it's true.
It is like a very watchable movie, and I don't know.
I mean, I would never ever watch it again.
No.
Period.
But
it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah. I didn't hate it.
No.
All right. That's it. He's just not that into you.
He's just not that into you.
If you have to ask, he's not.
Yeah. Period. Like they just wouldn't. They try.
If he wanted to, he would.
All right.
This has been When Harry Dumps Sally. We're here every Tuesday.